The use of unconditional love for by false light. I just needed to say this because during a portion of my journey, there's been numerous encounters. Some love, mostly those that presented themselves as only light, happy all of the time, which isn't a bad thing because I promote happiness. I promote high vibrating feelings of love, unconditional love. I promote, of course, balancing our emotional states as often as we can, considering the energies, the influx, and also the things that's happening around us. Our intuition, all of those are female. I support the root chakra, action base, stability, security, living with less fear. We'll always have some type of fear, and to discover it and then to dissect it and then understand that it's senseless, that's a reconstructing, a reprogramming. So the whole point that I'm really trying to get at is that there are those that are out there suggesting that it's only light, and the ones that I did meet in the past anyway, because I'm not, my role has changed dramatically, and I'm kind of happy that it has, because I was in the trenches and it was rough. It was rough. But it was worth it. I'm going to get back to what I was talking about. But, I say false light because it's one of those people that are so much into the light that they're blinded by their own shadow, to the point where even when you, or as an enlightened one that know both light and shadow, when you try to approach them with a little bit more of an evolved perception of walking in alignment, according to your walk or similar walks previous to you, sometimes you be met with, oh, you're a Debbie Downer. You're so negative. Something's wrong with you. You're not worthy because you've experienced all of these negative, low vibrating energies throughout your life. Therefore, you're incapable of reaching a state of enlightenment or light. All of those things was told to me, honestly, because I do look at the sacral and the dark energies within the sacral, which is have a lot to do with inner child wounding. And that goes to sexual abuse, domestic violence. I talk about group dynamics and how they'll attack one person to get their energy from that one person. We've talked about, relationships, one-on-ones with opposite partner, okay? Our relationships with family. All of this is involving our sacral. It has relationships to do with the external structures, police, judicial systems, medical. So when you don't feel like you're worthy, and this is the dark aspect, the one that the only light, force light, like to look past, because if looking at it requires for you to take responsibility and to do something about it. But for those that are only in light, or claim to only be in light and to only do high vibrating things, they fail to realize that there's also karmic lessons that need to be learned this lifetime. And not every experience is going to be high vibrating, but it's up to us to transmute it to a high vibrating experience. And that's what I mean by force light. So for those that are really about healing and transformation and understand that there's a dark aspect to it, I commend you. I commend you, and I send unconditional love to everyone, but especially to you, because that's a false reality. only light. That's a false reality. Okay? Otherwise, why would we be here experiencing, the transition that we're experiencing, unless we are expected to address some issues internally and then externally. So we have to find a middle ground, okay? We have to find a middle ground with regards to this perception, all right? About, oh, so you got abused? Think positive. Oh, so multiple different sources of energy attacked you at the same time over the course of many years with no repercussions immediate anyway? Yeah, think positive. God will save you. No, God is within you. You have to be the one to be like, okay, this is not cool. Like, what's happening? Why is there a consensus for abuse, neglect, traumatization, and to mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual traumatization? Why is that acceptable on a larger plane? Okay? Therefore, how could you only think light? You have to be able to go inside of the darkness. So for the false lights out there, I feel sorry for you. I really, really do. And this is not in a disrespectful way. It's that they're inside of an illusion. Okay? They're inside of an illusion too. I noticed whenever at one time I was posting very, very positive stuff, and then they were like, yeah, jumping on it. And then as soon as I broke things down, okay, this is how you get there. All of a sudden, everybody just started attacking. Oh, you negative. Oh, because when you have to look at yourself and see how you play a part inside of your own demise, it could be very traumatizing too. But it's also the opportunity to say, okay, well, since I accepted all of this shit, pardon my French, I don't have to anymore. Sometimes we accept things because we're at an unconscious state of being. And we were programmed to think that that was okay. So when God separates you, sits you down, you have to really look at that. And it's not all light. And that's all I really wanted to say. Thank you. I'm always going to send a love vibration. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always going to try my best to be my authentic self. Because at the end of the day, regardless of how I come off, I believe that we all grow, we all change. And if you don't change, then something's wrong. Blessings.